Hello, welcome back to another video diary entry by Connor Hickok. School started again, so I get to talk about that. And some other stuff happened here and there that I can talk about. I'm not sure how long this video diary will be, but we'll go through it. So August 4th, last Monday, like I said, Eric and Luke did come over to my house that day. And we did a lot that day, honestly. It was super fun. We explored me and Cody's prior neighborhood for like a good hour. We played, Luke brought a bunch of Hot Wheels for some reason, and we played with those while just chilling. We went to 7-Eleven to buy snacks. And we saw a lot of cop cars for some reason. I don't know what was happening. We played in this park where I record video diaries. I showed them the first episode of Spice and Wolf. They liked it. They thought it was good. And we played some Switch games. So overall, super fun time. It was great to do one last hurrah before school started again. So that was really nice. And then August 5th was the last day of summer, last Tuesday. Me and Eric had a call. We and Eric got on a call for a few hours and just did stuff. I watched him play Slay the Princess for the first time, which is super fun. And we also reviewed the AP Psych packet. And I also got to play some OS with Boo, which that's the username of the guy who invited me onto his Omega Strikers team. I got to play some Omega Strikers with him and some of his buddies in his Discord server, which was cool. That was super fun. Hold on. My nose is acting buggy. Whatever. And August 6th, last Wednesday, was the first day of my senior year. My classes seem really good, actually. Multiple of my teachers seem really, really awesome, including my AP Psych teacher and my U.S. government teacher. And I have at least one friend in every single class, which is awesome as hell. And I got to catch up with some friends as well, which is nice. And the day went pretty smoothly. The yonder pouches aren't that big of a deal for me. I kind of expected this. They're more just an annoyance. Well, no, not annoyance. They're more of an inconvenience for me personally, because sometimes, maybe a robotics meeting got canceled. Well, I can't tell my parents that until after school, which sucked. Dude, these ants. I'm gonna be so glad when it gets colder and I don't have to deal with bugs at this spot. It's gonna be so nice. And then August 7th, school was good on the second day. I didn't actually start getting any schoolwork until today. I'm gonna start getting schoolwork today, because my school does this week of welcome thing, which I don't really care about. Yeah, it's important stuff, but I'm a senior. I've heard about that stuff that they have on the slides so many times. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but I wasn't able to access the textbook for my AP Psychology work over the summer. So Schiebler had us do it. Because we're finally able to access it. And I did it over the weekend. It took me a while. I did it for around a couple hours on Saturday, and then I finished it on Sunday. And August 8th was Friday. Friday was so fun, dude. There was a rally at school, which was a lot of fun. And at lunch, the typical group, the boys, including Katya, we all hung out on Machado's, and we were playing Wii Sports Golf, and there were a lot of other people in there, and they actually joined in. Dude, there were 20 people just watching / playing Wii Sports Golf. It was the greatest thing ever. People were doing Happy Gilmore references. You know, like we were cheering on when someone got a good hit. It was so awesome. That's probably one of the greatest experiences I've ever had at school, during school at lunch, bro. It was so fun. I'm hoping we can recreate something like that today. And then again, my class is also really good. And we had the first robotics meeting of the year on Friday. And we mostly discussed future plans and just like talked. We just chat. One of our members, unfortunately, won't at least from what I heard, won't be able to be a part of the club anymore because like recently he's had he has some unfortunate the best word I can come up with, body disabilities. He has to use this thing to help him walk. And apparently he's like a bit worse. He's worse right now. So unfortunately he won't be able to be a part of the club anymore, unfortunately, which sucks. But hey, I'm just glad that he at least tried being a part of the club last year. And it was great having him there, And again, on Saturday, I mainly just worked on my AP Psych notes. That's all that happened. I mean, I also worked on Saturday. Work went well last weekend. It was good. And I wrote here that on Saturday that I was hoping I could watch the latest Call the Night and the Fragrant Flower Blooms Dignity episodes. Because I typically watch the Call the Night episode on Friday and the FFBD episode on Saturday, but obviously I was busy and I couldn't do that. I could have watched them at work, but I'd rather watch them at home when I feel more where I'm more comfortable, where I can chill more. And I did finish the AP Psych notes yesterday, and I also did watch the Call the Night and Fragrant Flower Blooms Dignity episode. The Call the Night episode was actually super funny. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it was really funny. I found it really humorous. And the Fragrant Flower Blooms Dignity anime just continues to amaze me, bro. It's so crazy how much justice they did with the story, giving it an adaptation. It's insane how good the anime is. I'm so excited for, there are some scenes I'm really excited to see. There's this one, they show a part of a scene that I'm really excited for them to include in the intro of the anime. They show a scene that I'm really excited for them to eventually include, because it's such an amazing scene. And I also read some manga for the first time in a while yesterday. I haven't really read I haven't really read any of my manga on Manga Decks in a while, and I finally did that, and it was awesome. I was reading some manga for 40 plus minutes. It was nice. I read, what did I read? What were the titles? I read My Girlfriend Is Not Human, I think. And I read, I think the name of the manga was How to Date a Loser. So I've shared this one with Eric. He said I'm a freak for it, but it's this manga about this guy where his whole spiel is he's useless. He's not good at anything. He's useless. And this his girlfriend. I don't want to say she's manipulative, but she always. What's the word? She always insults him. It's she's saying oh, you're so useless, you were doing this, you're so useless and stuff like that. And but she does love him. I don't know. It's an interesting dynamic. I don't know. I like his story. I'm not saying I want a relationship like that. That's kind of toxic. It's kind of toxic. Or at least it has the potential to be toxic. I don't know. I don't know. The girl seems kind of yandere. I don't know. I don't. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not the most intelligent when it comes to that stuff. It's a good story. Yeah, I just have a lot of manga I can read, which is nice. I'm still hoping I can get the volumes 1 through 12 of the Spice and Wolf light novel during Christmas. That'll be freaking awesome when that happens, dude. I'm gonna binge read all of that, bro. All of that. I think one of the first things I'm gonna do when I get all of that, lay it out on my bed, take a picture, send it to Eric, and I'm gonna send him in all caps. Let's go, dude. Cause woohoo, I can't wait, bro. Yeah, and I do have Unified Sports again this year. I can't recall if I ever mentioned that, but I do. And Rochefell's in there with me this year, which is awesome. Oh, I should close this since I'm done with that. And we don't actually start any PE stuff until Thursday because we spent the first 3 days about week of welcome stuff, and now we're gonna spend 3 days sorting out lockers, which kind of sucks because we're not gonna be doing anything. But I guess at least I get to talk with everyone. So yeah. Yeah, the athletes are happy to see me again. And I'm happy to see them, It's good to see Aiden again. It's good to see Jason and Amber. There's some new faces too, like Eli and a couple others. Yeah, I'm happy to see the athletes again. I actually saw one of them here at this park while I was hanging out here with Eric and Luke on Monday. I did not expect that. Like I just saw some kid riding up the path with their scooter, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's just some kid. I don't know, it's not that big of a deal. But then I noticed, I recognized him. It was William, and I'm like, oh, it's William. And he's just like, we got to talk for a little bit before me and Eric and Luke head back. Cody stayed. Cody stayed back. Cody stayed at the house because it was hot outside. I did get some joyride while we were at 7-Eleven on Monday, so that was cool. Yeah, I don't really have much else to talk about. Yeah, bit of a shorter one, but yeah, I mean, yeah, so ever since, I expected that on school days I wouldn't have as much time to do all of my daily activities. I haven't played my piano yet. I might do that today, but then again, when I get home, I have a robotics meeting today, so I'm gonna get home at like 5, and then when I get home, I have some exercises I want to do, so maybe I'll do it. I don't know. I finally changed my desktop background. I changed it to, I just looked up Wolf and Spice desktop backgrounds, and I found it super cool, and then I sent it to Eric, and he's like, oh, that's really cool, very nice. And dude, I honestly expected him to say something like, oh, Spice and Wolf, wow, no way. Or something like that. But yeah. I'm actually pretty excited about school today. We finally start work again. I don't know how to feel about that regarding AP Pre-Calc though, because on the summer packet it said we would have a quiz on the second day after we started doing actual work, which is a bit nerve-wracking. It's a bit nerve-wracking, but maybe we can do it. Maybe. I hope we can do it, at least. It's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be freaking tough. But yeah, I'm gonna head back. I'm not gonna do a run today because I'm doing this, because I want to have time to do other things this morning. But yeah, that's all I got for now. I'm gonna head back. Yeah, I will see you all later, and I will try and have a good day.